Welcome to East Lansing, here at the Breslin Center for this Division III boys basketball semifinal matchup. I am Grant Tripp, joined here by Landon Eisinger as we have this matchup. It's going to be the Art and Tech Academy of Pontiac Lions facing off against the Ishpeming Westwood Patriots. Set to tip off here at the Breslin Center on that Spartan logo. Student section for Westwood going to get loud here early. Tip off, it's going to be number 22 for the Patriots. That is Tristan Miller. The Patriots lose the tip off. It's going to go to the Lions. Picked up by Lovejoy. He shoots the long three, no good. Rebounded by the Patriots. That is Balzarani. Tries to pass it over to Frostaglio. It's going to go out of bounds.
Lovejoy with some great defense there, getting back and helping support his team, finding a way to steal that ball and knock it out of bounds.
And Lewis Lovejoy, the talented freshman here, already in the semifinals, his first year of basketball. Miller with it now. Gives it over to Marta. Marta moves to his right. Shoots the three. Three is no good. Ball is tipped up, rebounded by Frostalio. He's going to try to shoot it up. It's going to be blocked out of the hands. Blocked by Devontae Grandison.
Arts and Tech showing some serious fight there on defense. We'll see if they can match it on offense.
Gives it to Lovejoy. Lovejoy gives it to Hicks. Hicks shoots it up and puts it down. That is Tayshawn Hicks, the senior, putting that one away. Marta now against Lovejoy on the logo, driving in, moving to his right, looking to pass. Gets it over to Pizziola. Pizziola driving in. Looking to pass, gives it to Miller. Miller moves to his right, spinning in, passes it over to Pizziola, kicks it back to Miller. Miller fakes the three, moves to his left, now shoots, no good. Rebounded by Hicks. Hicks gets it over to George. George floats it up for Grandison, and Grandison puts that one through. Timeout called by Westwood quickly here. So it's going to be the Lions leading by 4. We're going to welcome you back here at the Breslin Center. Of course, every team's goal is to make it to that final game, but it's nice to make it to the semifinal game and play at this great stadium. Both teams looking to move on. Ishpeming Westwood up in the UP, trying to bring that trophy up there. The only UP team left in Division III. As Pizziola going to pass this one in. Gets it over to Miller. Miller brings it past half court. Kicks it up off the hands of his teammate. Caden Balzarani not able to haul that one in. Goes out of bounds and into the hands of the Lions. Hicks going to take this one out. Gives it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy kicks it out. Gives it to Tayshawn Hicks. Foul called. Never mind, it'll be out of bounds. So now Miller going to give it over to Pizziola. Pizziola against Lovejoy, crosses half court, moving to his right. Now goes left, gets it over to Marta. Marta moves to his right, shoots the mid-range, no good, goes out of bounds.
So far, Westwood's offense has had no answers to Arts and Tech's offense.
Terrence Hicks going to take this one out. Finds his defender and a lot of contact. Foul going to be called. Foul going to be against AJ Pizziola. So now Tayshawn Hicks to pass this one in. His team leading by 4. Gets it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy gives it back to Hicks. Never mind, that is Grandison. He drives in for the shot. Going to get blocked with a foul. So now the junior, Devontae Grandison, going to come to the line. First free throw is good.
Westwood student section trying to get in his head by screaming, but it's important to practice these in practice. Interesting play on words.
Second free throw. This one goes in as well. So now Pontiac leading by 6. Pizziola with it. Across the half court. Ball is out. Pizziola trying to get it. He will. Now running. Tries to get it to Marta. Stolen. Stolen by Grandison. He gets it over to Lovejoy, and Lovejoy puts it away.
Arts and Techs with some serious defense and scoring power early on.
Miller gets it. Past half court. Gives it over to Frostaglio. He shoots it up with the hook and puts it through. It'll be a carry over. So Westwood, after getting their first points on the board, going to get that ball back. It'll go to Marta. Marta comes in. Easy lane, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by George, the tall center. Lovejoy crosses half court with it. Finding a lane, driving, stop, kicks it out to George. George going to drive, kicks it over to Hicks. Hicks for 3, 3 is no good. Tipped up, rebounded by Miller. Miller in trouble. Going to go out of bounds. Terrence Hicks with this one. Crosses half court, spinning, kicks it out, shot up, no good. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Out on the Lions, going to go to the Patriots. There'll be a foul called before that one was even passed in. So Caden Balzerani waiting to get set to pass this one in. He'll give it to Marta. Marta runs into his defender on the ground, in trouble, gets it over to Frostaleo. Frostaleo tries to get it over, stolen by Grandison. He's coming in, lays it up and lays it in. Once again, another timeout called by Westwood, as it is the Lions leading 10-2. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back to the Breslin, where it's the Art ATA Pontiac Lions leading 10-2. Ishpeming Westwood Patriots looking to rally here in this first quarter with 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Preston Argall to pass this one in. Argall looking, gets it over to Marta. Marta moving up now. Sliding to his right, switches hands, kicks it over to Argel. Argel in the corner, gives it back to Marta. Marta moving to his right. Now shooting, shot is good. Ethan Marta, defender in his face, no problem. Lovejoy, long three, no good. Rebounded by Marta. Marta gets it over to Argel. Argel gonna drive in, try to shoot it up, no. What a foul called against the young freshman, Carter George. So now 2 free throws for Argel. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Goes out of bounds. So now Lions ball. Tayshawn Hicks to pass this one in. Gives it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy backs up, now driving. Moving to his right, gives it over to Hicks. Oh, that is Grandison. Grandison over to Lovejoy. Fakes the pass, now finding space. Kicks it out for three. Hicks, no good. Rebounded by Marta. Marta gonna come down the court. Give it up top to Pizziola. Pizziola back to Marta. Marta for three. Three is no good. Nearly rebounded by a Lions player. Picked up by Pizziola. Pizziola gives it to Marta. Marta trouble with it. Marta kicks it out. Now the corner three. No good. Ball is going to go to the Lions as there was lots of contact there. I'd like to point out that both teams are 0 for 7 from three. Lovejoy driving in with a lane, shoots it up, lots of contact, foul called.
Contact is such an important thing for this game, but it brings you to this place quite often if you have a lot of contact or a lot of aggressive defense and contact, but too much can just be too costly.
First free throw from Lewis Lovejoy is good. Second one is good as well. So once again, the Lions up by 8. Marta gonna cross half court, finding open space, kicks it out. Argel driving in from the corner. Ball is on the floor, picked up by Miller. Miller's gonna try to shoot it up, but he gets hammered by Carter George. Foul gonna get called. Second foul already on Carter George in this first quarter. First free throw from Miller is good. Now Miller, this one good as well. There'll be a timeout called by Pontiac. So distance at 6. Pontiac looking to keep control. Westwood looking to come back into this one here early in this first quarter. We'll see you in a minute.
L&J Meat Market. Our meat speaks for itself.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain.
Their menu has something for everyone, from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around.
Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food.
We welcome you back. It's going to be Terrence Hicks with it. He'll cross half court, matched up against Argall, gives it over to his younger brother, or I think they're the same age, Tayshawn Hicks. Hicks gives it to George. George tries to drive in from the corner. It's going to get popped out of bounds by Miller. So Tayshawn Hicks to pass this one in. Gets it over to Grandison. Grandison kicks it out over to George. George gives it to the other Hick brother, and he puts it in. Pizziola gives it over to Miller. Miller going to drive in with a lane, laying up, blocked. Then the pass goes out of bounds. So far, the Lions blocking a lot of the shots we've seen from Westwood. That block was sponsored by Devontae Grandison. Marta to pass this one in. Tries to get it to Frostaleo. He will. He'll drive in, shoot it up. Shot no good. Rebounded by Lovejoy. Lovejoy coming in quick. Moving to his right. Tries to shoot it up. Too much contact. Picked up by Miller. Miller gets to Marta. Marta coming in on the fast break. No good. Foul called. So now Ethan Marta going to come to the line for two after that. First free throw is good. Second try now from Marta. This one good as well. Terrence Hicks crosses half court with it. Gonna drive in, gives it over to George. George fakes the three, stolen by Marta. Marta gets it stolen from him by Hicks. Hicks gives it to his brother, tries to lay it in from behind him. No good, rebounded by Balzarani. Balzarani gives it over to Marta. Marta crosses half court. Driving in, Euro, shot no good. Rebounded by George. George gives it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy way over to Terrence Hicks. Terrence Hicks fadeaway shot, no good. Rebounded by Lovejoy, and Lovejoy under the basket puts it up and puts it in. Marta with it now. Crosses half court, gets it over to Balzarani. Balzarani over to Pizziola. Pizziola gets it to Marta. Marta over to Frostaleo for three, no good. Rebounded by Pizziola. Pizziola fakes the shot, no good. Blocked by Terrence Hicks. Hicks coming in, trying to drive, shot up, blocked, foul called. Foul going to be against the Patriots, so Lewis Lovejoy to pass this one in. Gets it up top to Grandison. Gives it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy going to back it out. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Going to try to take that last shot. Lovejoy trying to make his man miss. He's going to drive in. Fadeaway shot is good. And that will do it for our first quarter. So it's going to be ATA leading by 10, 18-8. We'll see you in the second quarter. It'll be me and Landon Eisinga for this first half. We'll have a new crew for you in the second half as we get set for this second quarter.
Welcome to Twisted Cow, a culinary journey you won't forget. Now serving food all year round. From our signature roll and wrap to our daily special, every bite celebrates flavor and tradition. Whether you're dining in with friends or grabbing a quick bite, we have something for everyone. Look us up on any browser at Twisted Cow to see our hours, location, and number to call in and order. Or dine with us at 123 Roland Street, McBain, Michigan.
When you think of maple syrup, you think a nice plate of pancakes. But what if we told you that maple syrup can be so much more? Highland Hills maple syrup. Take the ordinary and make it extraordinary.
Welcome back to the Breslin as we are getting set for this second quarter. Some stats for the first quarter. Lewis Lovejoy leading his team with 8 points. Behind him is Devontae Grandison with 6 points, Tayshawn Hicks with 2, and Terrence Hicks with 2. For the Patriots, it's going to be Marta with 4, Frostaleo with 2, and Miller with 2.
You know who Arts and Techs reminds me of?
Who?
The 04 Pistons and their ability to share the wealth and just have awareness to pass to each other. They definitely have some great chemistry, and that's definitely providing them with this lead here tonight.
So as we get set, it will be Patriots ball. Tristan Miller to pass this one in. Miller gets it over to Balzerani. Balzerani back to Miller. Miller gets it over to Marta. Marta hands it over to Frostaleo. Frostaleo going to drive in, try to kick it back to Balzerani, stolen by Terrence Hicks. He's going to hand it over to his teammate for the shot to lay it in. That is Devontae Grandison. Marta crosses half court with it. Gives it over to Pizziola. Pizziola over to Balzerani. Balzerani to Marta. Marta coming in from the corner in some trouble. Going to be picked up by Lovejoy, but a foul going to be called. Ball's going to go to Frostaleo in the paint under the basket. Shot is blocked. Terrence Hicks from behind the man gives it over to his younger brother. Back to Terrence. Terrence to shot up. No good. Rebounded. Ball is on the floor. Lovejoy tries to keep it in. Won't make it. So Westwood with it now. Balzerani going to pass it in. Gives it over to Marta. Marta over to Pizziola. Pizziola moves to his right, gives it over to Balzerani. Pizziola gives it to Marta. Marta to Miller. Miller shoots it up and shoots it in.
Westwood find a way to get past this tough ATA defense.
Lovejoy crosses half court with it. Gives it over to Grandison. Grandison. Matched up against Frostaleo. He's going to drive in, give it to Lovejoy. Lovejoy fakes the three. Moves to his right. Foul gets called. Foul going to be against the Patriots. Ball goes to Terrence Hicks. Gives it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy kicks it over to Terrence Hicks. He's going to shoot the three from the corner. Three is no good. Picked up by Balzerani. Balzerani gives it to Marta. Marta over to Miller. Miller coming in. He's going to shoot it up. Blocked by George off his hands. Given to Lovejoy. Lovejoy gets it over to Tayshawn Hicks. Tayshawn Hicks to Grandison. Marta tries to block it. He'll get called for a foul. So Devontae Grandison gets 2 free throws here. First one, no good. Second free throw. This one no good as well. Rebounded by Pizziola. Pizziola gives it over to Marta. Marta driving in. Marta with a lane stops. Shot is good. Stopping on a dime and putting it through is Ethan Marta. Ball's going to go to Lovejoy. Lovejoy in the corner. Driving in from the corner. Kicks it out to George. George for three. Three is good, but the foul gets called on the Lions. So Caden Balzerani to pass this one in. Gives it to Marta. Marta over to Pizziola. Pizziola to Miller. Miller trouble with it, hands it over to Pizziola. Pizziola gives it over to Balzerani. Balzerani to Miller. Miller gonna drive in. Miller tries to shoot up, he will, and it goes through. The floater.
The man in his face, too.
Tayshawn Hicks with it. Gives it over to Grandison. Grandison gonna come in, try to shoot it up, finds two defenders. Foul gets called. Foul's gonna be against Frostalia. So Devontae Grandison coming to the line for two free throws. First free throw from Grandison, no good. Second free throw. This one is good. ATA up 21-14. Ball goes to Marta. Marta crosses half court. Moving to his right. Kicks it over to Frostalillo. He'll drive in. Trouble with the ball. He'll pick it up. Give it to Marta. Marta in the corner. Shoots the three. Three is no good. Rebounded by Grandison. Given to Lovejoy. Lovejoy crosses half court. Driving in now. Spinning. Fake. Shot is good.
What a move.
Lewis Lovejoy with a move that had his defender lost. Marta gives it to Miller. Miller at the free throw line. Finds a lot of contact. Gives it over to, that is Argel for three. Three no good. Ball is going to be rebounded. Going to go out of bounds. Timeout called by Westwood. They are trailing by 9. So we'll see you after this short break.
Evil's Whole Hog Sale is happening now.
Only $1.89 a pound hanging weight. You can fill your freezer for less.
Enjoy delicious pork chops, ribs, and roasts. Packaged just how you like it.
Make meal planning a breeze when you head to your freezer for smoked pork chops, pork sausage, or pork roast for the crock pot.
Enjoy Michigan-raised pork and go hog wild over our bacon.
From Evil's General Store in Falmouth, Reed City, and Everett.
Welcome back to East Lansing, where it is the Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac leading 23-14 over Ishpeming Westwood. Lions will have the ball. It'll go to Terrence Hicks. Hicks gives it over to Grandison. Grandison to Lovejoy. Lovejoy driving in. Lovejoy going to shoot it up. Shot is good. And Lewis Lovejoy heating up here with 12 points. Argel going to shoot it up. Shot no good. Foul called in the air. Foul going to be on Lovejoy, his third of this first half. First free throw from Argo, no good. Second free throw, this one goes through. ATA leading by 10, back into the game comes AJ Pizziola. Lovejoy gonna take this one out. Gives it over to Terrence Hicks. Terrence Hicks gonna get pushed out of bounds. So now it will be Lang to pass this one in. Gets it over to Hicks. Hicks gives it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy for three. Three is no good. Rebounded by Lang. Lang shoots it up and puts it through.
Lang playing the role of the center, the big man under the net. Drives that ball into the basket.
Marta with it now. Gives it over to Pizziola. Pizziola gives it over to Balzarani. Balzarani gets it to Marta. Marta gonna drive in. Marta kicks it back. Stolen by Lovejoy. Lovejoy coming on the fast break. He falls. That'll be a foul.
And now with that fifth foul, Westwood, whenever they foul Arts and Tech next, it'll always bring them to the line.
First free throw from Lovejoy is good. Now the second free throw from the freshman. This one no good. Rebounded by Frostaleo. He gives it over to Balzarani. Balzarani hands it over to Marta. Marta now reached in from Terrence Hicks. Foul called. It'll be Balzarani to pass this one in. Gets it to Marta. Marta moves to his right, gives it to Frostaleo. Frostaleo now, he's gonna drive in, try to take the shot. Gets popped out of his hands, picked up by Stovall. Stovall with it. He'll cross half court, kicks it over to Lovejoy in the corner. Lovejoy moves to his right. Working his magic, kicks it out to Hicks. Hicks for three. Three is good.
Is that the first three that has made it in tonight?
It is. 1 for 14 for both teams. As ATA goes out big, ball on the ground. Marta is still going to be able to pick it up. Tries to get it over to Pizziola. It's over his head, out of bounds. Now it'll be Stovall with it. Stovall gets it over to Tayshaun Hicks. Hicks gonna move out of there, back it up. Gives it over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy over to Stovall. Stovall back to Lovejoy. Lovejoy gives it over to Tayshaun Hicks, back to Lovejoy, just draining some time here. Ball goes up top to Grandison. Grandison over to Hicks. Hicks to Lovejoy. Lovejoy showing the handles against his defender now. Gives it back to Hicks. Hicks back to Lovejoy. Lovejoy gives it over to Grandison. Grandison to Hicks. Now Lovejoy once again spinning, kicks it over to Hicks, nearly stolen by Marta. Marta on the floor. Hicks gonna give it to Lovejoy. Lovejoy kicks it over to Stovall. Stovall coming in from the corner, shot up, no good, blocked. Foul called. Foul gonna be against the Patriots. So Khalif Stovall, the senior, gonna come to the line for 2 here. First free throw, no good. Into the game comes Benjamin Salzwedel for the Patriots. Second free throw from Stovall. This one goes through. Balzerani gives it over to Marta. Marta moving across half court, finds Lovejoy, gives it over to Salzwedel. Salzwedel back to Marta. Marta going to try to get it to Salzwedel on the ground, picked up by the Lions. That is Stovall. He'll lay it up and lay it in.
Arts and Techs with a great job on stealing the ball and creating fast breaks.
So now Marta to pass this one in. Gets it over to Balzerani. Balzerani to Marta. Marta going to cross half court, coming in quick. Gives it over to Pizziola. Pizziola moves to his left from the corner. Gives it over to Balzerani on the ground. Stolen by the Lions. Here he comes. Lay it up, lay it in. That is Jordan Hardiman. Pizziola crosses half court with it. Tries to get it over to Balzerani. It's stolen once again. Half court shot, no good.
Almost had it though.
That'll do it for our first half. It is ATA leading 36-15. Stay tuned on the Rambler Review. After this halftime, we'll have a new crew. This might be it for me and Landon for the season. We'd like to thank you for that, for tuning in, everybody. We'll hopefully see you next basketball season.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and stay tuned for the second half. It'll probably be Grayson Guernsey and Thomas Maloney.
They'll do a good job.
Come shop at the family-owned Lakeside Ace Hardware, where you'll always leave satisfied. We pride ourselves at giving customers top-of-the-line products such as Benjamin Moore paint, Traeger grills, Uni ovens, and much more. We provide great tools from companies like Milwaukee and DeWalt, but our best product is our customer service. Our friendly staff is always happy to help you get what you need to make a perfect house better. The price is always right here at Lakeside Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Northern Truck Service, established in 2015 by John Skierbeck. It's a full diesel mechanic shop that can do anything from changing a light bulb to a full rebuild. With a stock of most parts, they can get you back on the road in no time.
Welcome to the halftime show brought to you by Rambler Review. I'm Grayson Guernsey. I'm joined here by
Thomas Maloney.
And I mean, so far, it's been a one-sided affair in this state semifinal matchup. I mean, Arts and Tech Academy is just showing pure dominance so far in Ishpeming. This was a long bus ride. They're still trying to wake up.
Yeah, it's been a very slow start for Ishpeming in this one. They're the first ones out here, though, out of the halftime break. Already shooting, so they're trying to warm up, get ready, as they got to cover some ground. Currently score 36-15, so it's a 21-point deficit. Some key stats so far from today. The field goal percentages. So for Arts and Tech Pontiac, they have a 60.9% from the field. So they made 60% of their shots. For Ishpeming Westwood, however, they've only made 23.8% of their shots, so a big difference there. Key thing in this. Another key stat is the three-pointers. Ishpeming Westwood is 0 for 7, while ATP is 1 for 7. So a little bit of a difference, but Ishpeming Westwood 0 for 7 is they're going to look to try and shoot some threes, as they're a really good three-point shooting team.
Yes, they are a very good three-point shooting team. Some of the things I've seen so far in this game is that Westwood, I mean, they've been trying to switch it up offensively, doing what they are best. It's just that Arts and Tech Academy's defense so far has been absolutely incredible. I mean, they're not allowing them to get close up. They're all getting down on a great defensive stance, not letting them get past them. And then offensively, too, both sides. Like we said, Ishpeming Westwood, a little bit slow to get started, but I know their game against McBain, once they got rolling, they couldn't stop. So once they warm everything up, they got used to the environment. This is the first time they've been here in since I'm pretty sure 2001 or 2002. So it's been a little bit for them. And Arts and Tech they've been offensively, execution, incredible. They run a type of 4-out style offense, except sometimes they put 2 down on the block. But they've been driving in, not afraid to get physical, going up with it strong. And then also, another big point of this game is, I believe, transitions.
Yeah, and just some player stats for both teams. So far, for Arts and Tech Pontiac, it's been number 0, Lewis Lovejoy. He's got 13 points and a bunch of other stats, as well as Devontae Grandison. He has 9. And Tayshawn Hicks has 5, so quite a few there. The leading scorers for Ishpeming Westwood, however, are Ethan Marta. He has 6, and Tristan Miller has 6. So a little bit of a difference there, but we're going to get into it here as we're about to start the second half. Score currently 36-15, and Grayson, we are about to roll.
Before halftime, Ishpeming was trying out Westwood was trying out different styles of defense. They sent out their big man, number 44, Benjamin. I mean, he's a good player zone defense-wise, and also he's a tall, dominant force on those boards. They sent him out towards the end of the game, and usually when they do that, that means they're transitioning to a zone-type defense.
Looks like it's going to be Arts and Tech Pontiac ball. They're going to swing it around the horn. Number 2 with it. Over to 0, Lovejoy. Good defense by Westwood, trying to trap the ball.
Yes, it looks like they kind of are doing a bit of a zone. 3 people are running man, and then 2 people down on the block are running a zone type of defense, but I don't know if that's just help side or not.
Going to get a foul or a jump ball, so it will be Ishpeming ball, as obviously Arts and Tech Pontiac led with the ball.
Westwood's ball.
Marta is going to get it over to his teammate. That's Miller. Miller with the ball, making some moves. Back to Marta. Goes up with a shot. That is good for 2. Good start by Westwood.
I mean, yes, good start by them. Immediately showing that they're aggressive as well, driving in there, going up strong with some hoops.
Pontiac moving the ball. Good pass. Number 5 with it. That's Hicks. To Hicks. to Lovejoy.
This Pontiac team, too, they aren't afraid to pass the ball from one side of the court to the other. They just have good hands. They're able to catch it, and they're just playing aggressively.
Shot down low is good by Grandison for 2. And it's going to be another great half so far by the looks of it. Blocked right there. Pontiac with the ball. Number 10, Hicks. Jumper offline. Rebounded by Pontiac. Lovejoy. Pass to the corner. Shot is up. That is money. That was Terrence Hicks for 3.
And I mean, so far, Pontiac's been able to hold at least a 10-point lead in this game. I think the closest it's gotten to was about a 4-point lead, but then that was towards the end of the first quarter or so. But
Westwood gets a nice pass down low to number 23, Pizzola. That's going to be good for 2, so good break for Westwood, as that's a couple baskets here early in the second half, which is exactly what they need.
yes, they do need some baskets because right now I'm not good at quick math, but they're down by quite a lot. And so they need to start hitting those threes, be a lot more patient offensively and such.
Miller is fouled on the shot, so he will go to the line. Westwood pushing the ball up the court a little bit, trying to get anything that they can, really. I think, though, right now is they got to stop them on defense. I mean, look at the score, obviously. 43 for Arts and Tech Academy and only 19 for Westwood. So they're going to be looking to try and score as well as play defense. So, and they got some ground to cover, Grayson.
Though some ground to cover is an understatement. But, I mean, hey, we saw the potential of this team yesterday on Tuesday against McBain, and they did a phenomenal job against the Ramblers. And against Iron Mountain, too. They can play in tight games, and they play till the last buzzer as well. I mean, that putback against Iron Mountain was, I mean, it went, like, viral on NFHS and everything like that.
Shot is once again good by Arts and Tech Academy. That was Tayshawn Hicks. Marta with the, or no, that's Miller. Over to Marta, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Arts and Tech Pontiac. Dribbling the ball, nice pass. Tries to save it as it goes out of bounds. Westwood gets the ball, fast break. Marta, shot is good.
And Pontiac is their full pedal on the gas. They're rushing down the court as fast as they can. And they don't care that they're up by quite a lot. They're going to continue to try to get up by even more. And I mean, some teams, that's their entire mentality, is to strike fast and strike hard and not put the pedal off the ground.
Marta for 3. That is good. Westwood, hot start here.
No, they're doing very, very well. They cut it down to about a 20-point game, not exactly, or a 21-point game, isn't it? 19-point game. So they're doing good. Marta, one of the key contributors on this Westwood team, is playing very good. I mean, he has 13 points so far, 3 rebounds, one of the main contributors on this team, and he's doing very well.
We got an official's timeout. Not sure what for, but we're going to get a couple subs. Will be Westwood ball. Marta will get it. He's going to run the point. Beats his defender. You're going to get a foul. Foul is on number 2. That's Khalif Stovall.
One thing I'd like to point out is the amount of the calmness for Arts and Tech. I mean, they're all, whenever something happens, they go over and they talk to, like, their younger guys and just get everything all settled out. But they just have a very calm demeanor, and they've been ready for this game for a long time, it appears.
Yep, one thing that we were talking about earlier in the first half, Grayson, was that obviously nerves, as you're in a big arena like here at the Breslin, and that could play a huge factor in how you play. And we were saying that Westwood, they looked a little bit out of sorts, but right now Westwood is actually, they're starting to look good now, and they're showing us why they got here, and now they're starting to mount a comeback, because now they've brought brought the lead down to 17 points. So they're slowly but surely grinding away at that lead.
Yeah, they are grinding away at it. Definitely they are. I mean, this team, they're skilled. They're all the way up from the UP, and I mean, from the actual, like, almost top of it. So it's been a long way from them to get here, literally and metaphorically.
Lewis Lovejoy going to get that one to go, and now we're going to get a timeout by Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac. 3:39 to go in the third. Score 47-28. Grayson, what's your thoughts so far?
So far, I mean, been a great game. Westwood's bringing some light back to their offense and defense. And Arts and Tech playing excellent defense, and they're locking them down. They had a good job of shutting down Kyle Martin at the start of the game, not letting him drive inside, keeping him out in the perimeter, and forcing some of their other players to make plays. And Westwood's just having a hard time dealing with this kind of offense because obviously throughout the state there's different kinds of offenses run, and then this one's a combination of, like, again, 4 out and 3-2. So it's difficult to deal with because they're constantly doing stuff. I don't even see, like, sometimes a play formation. I see them just playing basketball as a team.
Yeah, and they're really, honestly, right now, what their offense is kind of just, we're going to play street ball, and that's how we're going to roll. And it's been working here today. I mean, 47 points and 3 quarters is pretty solid, I would say.
Yes, it is very solid. And right off the bat, I mean, Arts and Tech Academy just put their foot on the gas and just didn't let go.
Westwood running the baseline to get it in. They do. Number 23, Pizzola, over to number 1, Riddle. Tries to get it back to his teammate, but the pass goes out of bounds. It will be Arts and Tech ball. Lewis Lovejoy leading the way once again. 2-3 half-court trap. Back and forth between Lovejoy and Stovall. Lovejoy making some moves. Nice pass. Blocked. Oh, they're going to get a foul on Marta. Number 11, Jordan Hardiman, will go to the line now to shoot 2.
Patience is key offensively, and I mean, Arts and Tech did a great job. Patience, just kept on swinging the ball around the horn, waited for an opening to happen, and then there was that backdoor stretch right there so they can go up and score, but now they're going to be shooting 2 off of it. So just great, patient offensive play by Arts and Tech Academy.
We're going to get a timeout by Westwood before the free throws. But one thing Lewis Lovejoy has been doing good today as he's been using his eyes really well. 3 assists, pretty good. I mean, he's working the ball, and obviously sometimes you know how an assist works, right, Grayson?
Yes.
So sometimes if your teammate doesn't make it, it's called they sold the bag. That happens sometimes, and that's happened a couple times here. But he's been using his eyes, making great passes, great decisions, and it's helped him to get this lead, and he's been helping his team out quite a bit, as well as Grandison. Grandison has 11 points, and the Hicks also have 7, both Hicks. That's Tayshawn and Terrence.
I mean, it shows
unselfishness.
Yes, I don't know why I couldn't speak.
You're all right.
Unselfishness. Offensively, I mean, they're just trying to score some points. They don't care who scores the points or how they score it. They're just looking to score. It's a great thing to see on a team.
So, Jordan Hardiman will shoot 2.
Especially in a team that is young as this one. I mean, Arts and Tech Academy, they got 2 freshmen on varsity and 2 sophomores. They're losing to quite a few seniors, but I mean, a lot of their freshmen start on varsity, so.
Both free throws are good by Arts and Tech. Miller is back in the game. Spin move up for layup. That's good.
Full court press by the Westwood Patriots.
Number 3, Grandison with the ball. Over to Lovejoy. Lovejoy, pretty good ball handler, just dribbling around, finding opportunities for his team. Back to his teammate, number 5, loses the ball. That's Hicks. Out of bounds, they're going to say it was they're going to call a foul on Marta. He's going to have to start watching the fouls, as that's his 3rd foul, I believe.
Yes, it is. No, it's his 4th.
That is his 4th foul, correction.
One more and he's out. That's the that happened in several games. I mean, their opponents that they played, several of the key contributors on all the teams that played fouled out. It's just the aggressive style that Westwood was playing.
Marta for 3, short. They get their own rebound. Pizzola to Riddle. Marta pass is stolen.
Immediate pressure right when they get the ball for Westwood.
Stovall over to Hicks. Back to Stovall. Shot is up. They're going to call a blocking foul on Riddle. Or no, that's number 3, Salmi.
Now it's only a
19-point game.
It's still a night. It's again. They've just.
It's been trading punches right now.
I know, and Arts and Tech has done a very good job of keeping it at like a 20-point or 19-point game. At one point, it was a 4-possession, like a 2-possession game, though. I mean, Ishpeming, I'm pretty sure, wasn't it like 24-17 or something like that?
I think the smallest gap was a 17-point gap.
Oh, okay.
So far in it.
I thought it was like 30-24, or no. Like,
Second
30
free
24.
throw was no good. So now it will be Westwood ball. Riddle to Marta. Corner. Nice ball movement. Miller for 3. Boom. That one is good.
They need to bring back some spark on their team. Arts and Tech has been doing pretty good, but then constantly not being able to, like, score offensively and then repay yourself on defense. That's the key right now for Westwood. And they need to lock in and be able to do that. Because, yes, it's great that you scored, but you need to repay yourself on defense, get that ball back, and come back and do the same thing over again.
Will be Westwood ball after the bucket by Lovejoy. They're going to get a sub. It looks like Riddle will come out, and number 13, Frustiglio, will come in. Marta with the ball. Over to Frustiglio. Back out. Miller, 3 once again, in and out. Unlucky bounce right there.
That would have been a great shot. I mean, the defender was right in his face, and he almost made it, too.
Lewis Lovejoy with the ball, making some moves. Over to Hicks. The floater is good. That is his shot. Tayshawn Hicks. That's 9 for him.
Hicks and Lovejoy have been just playing phenomenally all night. I mean, Lovejoy has 17, and I think it's number 3. And Hicks has 9 right now. So they almost have 3 players in the double-digit scoring. So it just shows great teamwork offensively and just unselfishness to move the ball around and give it to basically your entire team.
Lovejoy down low. Nice pass by number 11, Hardiman, over to Grandison. That's good for 2 as Arts and Tech just keeps scoring offensively, making sure and trying their hardest to make sure Ishpeming Westwood cannot come back into this. Marta with the ball. Has a lane. Layup no good. Only a couple seconds. Hicks for 3 at the buzzer. Ooh, no good. That will end the third quarter. Your score, Ishpeming Westwood 33, Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac 56. 23-point game. Grayson, we will see you in the fourth quarter.
L&J Meat Market. Our meat speaks for itself.
Here at Shepherd's Agency in downtown McBain, we are your local and trusted source for all your insurance needs. We truly appreciate our clients and we work hard to provide them with the best coverage at a fair price. If you're not already a client of ours, contact us and let us see what we can do for you. Call us at 231-825-2411. Stop in the office or visit us online at shepherdsagency.com.
All right, we are back now. It's going to start the fourth quarter.
Hey, one last quarter to determine who goes home and who goes to the state title.
Yes, sir, Grayson. That is indeed true. So far, though, it's looking like Pontiac Arts and Tech Academy is going to be the ones moving on, unless Ishpeming Westwood goes on an insane run and ends up winning the game.
And it's not like that's never happened before. There's several times I'm pretty sure that has happened, but I just don't know it off the top of my head. I mean, before this game even started, when we were sitting down there, we saw like a montage of like some of like the greatest moments in like state championship history for the MHSAA.
It was pretty cool. This is also the 100th year of MHSAA sports. As some of the players, they have stickers on their jerseys with a little 100 and the MHSAA on it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's been a little bit of a problem tonight because they keep on falling off. But some of them are staying tried and true and staying right in the jerseys no matter what.
Guess it's just the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Lovejoy with the ball. Currently, Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac just kind of dribbling around, trying to find the best look they can.
I mean, yeah, patient offensively is what is the name of their game for them. I mean, they've been doing it all night, waiting for screens, waiting for moments to open up, and for someone to be wide open down like that, just like that. As I was speaking, like they were patient until they found an exact moment where the defense was sleeping a little bit, and they capitalized on it.
Marta over to, they're working the ball. Miller, Euro, no good. Rebounded by Arts and Tech Pontiac.
Oh,
almost a dunk right there.
I thought he was going to dunk it.
Oh, you could maybe call it a dunk.
Yeah.
Marta back, pick and roll over to his teammate. That's good. That was number 4, Caden Balzarini. It's going to be Hicks with the ball for Arts and Tech.
Westwood running a trap-style defense.
Lovejoy
One
over
thing,
his teammate.
One thing I'm seeing, too, is that Westwood, unless if I'm wrong, they haven't shot any threes recently since the start of fourth quarter. They're just kind of waiting to get that underneath basket, the classic 2.
Well, they did hit 2 in the last quarter, but still, 18% from 3 is not the greatest percent. Currently, Pontiac taking their time, but a little lapse right there as they lose the ball. Will be a jump ball. So it's going to be white ball, which means it will be Westwood ball. Couple subs. Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac is going to go into a press. Marta with the ball for Westwood.
And defensively still, they're not letting their foot off the gas. They're still hustling and moving down the court like it's a tied game with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Lewis Lovejoy on the fast break steal gets that one to go. Ethan Marta over to Riddle. Working the ball, good ball movement. Marta in the corner for 3. In and out. Putback is good, though, by number 3, Lewis Salmi.
Coach for Westwood demanding that they press, but Arts and Tech breaks it pretty easily.
Yeah, they're really starting to tear apart this Westwood defense. And right there, another basket underneath. That's about the 6th straight this quarter.
But, hey, these kids are no matter what happens, both sides, they got here via hard work and commitment. And so all I think Westwood needs is just a little bit of a spark to get going. I mean, it is a 30-point game. That doesn't mean you can't stop trying.
It's only 24.
Yeah, 24. That's what I meant to say.
Lovejoy down low once again, and that is good by Stovall. Lewis Lovejoy starting to tear apart this Westwood defense, working the ball and finding opportunities for his teammates to score. We're going to get a timeout by Ishpeming Westwood.
Nice.
Score right now, 66-40. Grayson, you got anything to say?
Patience all game. Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac, patient. Letting their players run around, letting their players get screens, swinging the ball around, and unselfishness as well. And Westwood, I mean, they've been running what they've been running all year, and it's just hard when you're getting 0 breaks on defense and you're constantly getting pushed up right in your face. But I'm giving them credit. They're working their butts off out there to get some points, and they're still scoring. I mean, the one thing that I'm going to say is that Westwood, they've had some unlucky shots. I mean, in and out. Several of their threes have gone like in the fishbowl and out of the fishbowl. I think if some of those shots would have made it, this would have been a really good ball game, a really close one too. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, just some more stats real quick. So Arts and Tech Pontiac in the first half scored 18 in both first and second quarter. Last quarter in the third they scored 20, and now currently they're at 10 this quarter. So they're right on pace with where they've been all game. But for Westwood, they scored 8 and 7 in the first 2 quarters. Then last quarter they scored 18. Currently they're at 7. So a little bit of a jump, but they're going to need a lot more to get past that. Going to get a turnover by Westwood. Pass hits a cameraman. Hopefully he's doing all right. He looks to be doing all right. And the ball is almost stolen. It is stolen, but it's stolen right back by Pontiac. And the bucket is good by Devontae Grandison.
Nothing much to say about that.
Yeah, just an unlucky turn of events there. Riddle. And the pass off of his teammate Aaron Pizzola's hands out of bounds will be Pontiac ball once again.
Substitution for Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac. Or just Pontiac. Should I just keep calling Pontiac? Yeah.
It's just a long name.
Yeah, it is a long name.
I'm saying like Pontiac or Arts and Tech Academy. I mean, it's a very long name. I mean, Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac. That's a very, very long name.
Yeah.
So it will be their ball, though. Hicks might just take it coast to coast. He will shoot short. Rebounded by Grandison. He's having a good game. Number 2 with the ball. That's Stovall. Over to Hicks.
And they might just start dribbling out the ball.
They're trying to milk the clock a little bit, but right here, number 14, that is good. Sherrod McGee.
Off the glass shot. One good thing about this, well, some might say it's a good, I think it's a good one, is that with a lead like this, some players that don't get to play that much have the opportunity to hop into this game, too, and step foot on this court.
I mean, yeah, this is It's like almost a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I mean, you never know if you're going to get there the next year. Only 4 teams get here every year for each division. So really it's only 16 teams, but if you think about it, that is not a lot.
No, that's not a lot at all.
And only 4 years of high school, so the odds are not
in anybody's favor.
Yep.
And it's hard work getting here. I mean, both teams played some tough opponents. Westwood, I mean, they just played. There's not that many schools in the UP, so they would sometimes go from playing D2 schools to D1 schools like Marquette, and then go all the way to play some small school like Iron Mountain or something like that.
Yeah, it's very all over the place in the UP ball. And another thing is, you really never know how good like the UP teams are because they really only verse UP teams.
Yeah, and I mean, the only way you could truly like see how good they are is if another UP team is like good and they play them,
or if they played a team in the Lower Peninsula.
Oh yes.
And kind of just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna get more subs. Looks like number 14 and number 12 are gonna come in for Ishpeming. Press breaker here for Pontiac. Number 5, Tayshawn Hicks, over to his teammate, number 23. Loses the ball. That was Dontrell Grandison. Ishpeming ball. Marta. Loses it. Stolen by Pontiac, number 14, Sherrod McGee. Goes up, fouled. He will shoot 2. So Grayson, 30-point game, only 2:40 to go. I'm pretty sure this one's going to be over here, especially since Ishpeming has started to put some subs in, trying to get everyone to play.
I mean, I keep on saying that. Yeah, there's nothing really else to say about it. That's exactly the way you put it is the way it is that you said it's a 30-point game?
Yeah, 31 now after that free throw, yes.
31-point game, and there's just, yeah, it's possible, but I don't think Westwood is thinking about coming back right now. I think they're just thinking of letting their seniors have one last fun ride.
Westwood with the ball, Miller. Pass is stolen, another turnover. Number 14, McGee.
Shortly after this game, we'll bring to you the post-game show brought to you by Rambler Review. Stay tuned for that.
Gonna get a foul on Westwood.
Do you think they're trying to stop the clock? Or, well, actually, no.
I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I mean, looks like they're just going to try and get all the subs in here for Westwood. I think they're saying they're going to throw in the white flag right here and say this one's going to be over, and they're going to get their last subs in, make sure everyone got to play. And
yeah, they got Kyle Martin out, so or Kyle Marta. They got him out, and he is one of the main contributors on this team. Ethan Marta. He scored 1,000 points this season. He's only a junior. So he's on pace to, I've heard some sources say he might score 2,000 points his senior season. Who knows?
Number 2 with the ball, that is Stovall. Over to his teammate, Hicks, back to Stovall. Currently just swinging the ball around. Hicks thought about it.
Arts and Tech, I mean, as they haven't shot a 3 in a long time, I don't know if that's just the coach telling them not to shoot a 3. If it is, then that's very respectful to not doing that and only taking opportunities to score 2s. And they're currently just dribbling out the ball, wanting this one to be over.
Gonna get a foul on the Patriots. So we're gonna see an inbounds here from the Lions. Hicks gets it in. 23. Grandison up. That's good for 2.
23 able to hook underneath that rim and score some points. looks like he might be a fan favorite for Arts and Tech Academy.
Ball is going to go out of bounds on the inbound. It will go back to Ishpeming Westwood ball.
They're showing the replay. Some good talk between both player from Westwood and Pontiac. It's always good to see that. I mean, good sportsmanship is, I always praise it. And I always say it's like, it's better than winning. It's better than losing. It's just, if you have good sportsmanship, you can make it a far ways.
Number 14, McGee. Little jelly on that finish.
So that add a little bit of spice to it.
Number 2 with the ball, that's Argel. Passes out. Number 12, Grans. Over to his teammate. Number 5, shot no good by Grove. Ball on the floor. We're going to get a foul. They're going to call it on Pontiac, I believe. So it will be Westwood ball, 43.9 seconds, down 36. And a steal by Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac. And I think they might just dribble it out right here.
Yeah, I think that's what they're just going to do.
And now some fans are on their feet for Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac. They're loving it as they are going to the state Division III finals for basketball.
And, I mean, this is the first time they've ever made it, and the schools did not exist for that long. But before we do talk about that, let's give credit to both of these teams for their incredible achievement of getting to the Breslin Center. I mean, for Westwood, an absolute thriller game versus the Ramblers of McBain. And for Arts and Tech Academy, I think their last game was against Flint New Standard, and they did the same exact dominant performance as that. Almost exact same score, 74-44. And with that, your Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac is going to the state championship.
Yep. Stay tuned as we will now be doing the post-game show in just a few moments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-game show brought to you by myself, Thomas Maloney, and
Grayson Guernsey.
So here are your breakdown from the Ishpeming Westwood versus Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac game. Just some stats. The field goal percentage. Arts and Tech Academy of Pontiac, 70.5% from field goal percentage. That is absurd.
Yes, I mean, from field goal percentage, 70.5%.
That's saying they made 70% of their shots.
Hey, that's like, I don't even know how to describe that. That's amazing that they're able to do that. All right, yeah, so, I mean, excellent game by them.
As well as Ishpeming Westwood, they had 36.6% from field goal percentage. The three-point percentage, not too good from both teams. Both were equal at 20%, so pretty equal right there. Free throw percentage, Westwood had a 70%, while Pontiac had a 66.7%. The rebounding, pretty close, 24-17. Pontiac had 7 more. The turnovers is a little bit where it gets a little iffy, and that kind of shows you some things. 21 turnovers for Westwood, 14 for Pontiac, so not as much. The largest lead of the game was 36 points. And some player stats now. Lewis Lovejoy, 19 points. Devontae Grandison, 17 points. Tayshawn Hicks, 11. Terrence Hicks, 7. 3 guys with 6. That was Stovall, Hardiman, McGee. A couple guys with 2. For Westwood, Ethan Marto led the way with 15. Tristan Miller right behind him, 13. And then after that was Pizzola with 5. And then a couple 2s and a 1 point. So not as much scoring across the board for Westwood. But that will do it. Your final score for the game, 76-40. Pontiac will be moving on to versus the winner of
Gabriel
Richard
and Puamo Westphalia
versus Puamo Westphalia, which will be on in just a moment. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for joining us for this broadcast. I'd like to thank you, Grayson, for joining me, as well as Grant Chirp and Lynn and Eisenga, who did the first half. Calix, Reed, and Brennan, as well as Mr. Senior Vanna. And huge shout out to John Ross, as he was able to let us come here on this trip and allow us to do these games. So thank you, John. And that's about it. So we will be signing off till the next game. Thank you, and have a good day.